Hey, what's up, YouTube? Hobo Mackie here. So yeah, I got a visit from law enforcement yesterday. Totally was not expecting it. Currently, I'm on national forest property, at least from here over, and then from here over, I don't know what that is, but there's a boundary here. I know that. So, and this is the national forest, and this is I don't have any idea what it is. Um, anyway, so if you go down this trail here, that'll take you to the park and library. Um, and I was coming down this trail. I really didn't think anybody ever come down here, um, but I don't know if they do or not. But yeah, I decided to get a 12 pack, Yinglings, and come out here and just drink and chill because that's all I can do right now is just chill. So I decided to get sloshed, and I was probably a good 10 beers in, and I had a tin foil pipe and a small bag of weed. And the pipe was laying out, and I had a bunch of beer cans all around me where I was sitting, and I was watching YouTube on my computer. That's kind of normal operandi for me. Hoboing in the woods is, you know, sometimes I like to just get drunk in the woods. It's one of my favorite things to do. Um, just love it. And So I'm just watching the YouTube, and I look over, and here comes a law enforcement officer. I'm like, oh shit! I mean, just totally out of red-handed. I got the pipe just sitting there. Hey, how you doing? Just that quick. And he said they got a call about me, um, which is a little creepy. It means I got people watching me. Um, they see somebody with a backpack, and they don't know who I am, I guess. And I guess they're feared for their lives. So let's call law enforcement. It's just amazing how fearful people are, just from a guy with a backpack on. But he asked to see my ID, so I gave it to him because I'm not gonna resist anything at this point. I know I'm busted. I'm drunk. I don't think it's illegal to be drunk or in the national forest, but the weed, um, definitely illegal. And I had, he mentioned he's seen the pipe right there. Just so he said he didn't really care about weed or beer. He just wants to make sure I'm not doing anything else. And so I gave him my ID, ran my card. I'm totally clean. Um, and he, I told him I had a bag of weed, and I was looking for the weed. I couldn't find it because I'm slosh drunk. And I was like, I swear I got weed, officer. He's like, well, I've never had anybody um, try to convince me they have weed. And that's probably really stupid of me to do. But like I said, I'm slosh drunk. Totally was not ready for that, or I was not expecting it, especially being out in the middle of the national. Well, I'm not in the middle of the national forest, but I'm in the national forest property and just in there some random woods. And I guess if you don't know the area, you just never know, and you got to be prepared at all times. Um, he, I think he just basically wanted to make sure I'm not doing any hard drugs and run my ID. And he was kind of the small town local Barney Fife type. He wasn't very aggressive or anything like that. Kind of a younger guy. And he basically quickly looked through my belongings, and which I let him do. Like I don't really have anything to hide. I mean, just getting caught with a first time possession of marijuana isn't that big of a crime, so I'm not that worried about it. And I went, I just kind of went with the whole just be cooperative, let them know you're not a bad guy or I'm not doing anything harmful, um, and let them go ahead and search me out because I don't have anything to hide. It's just no reason for me to be a dick and try to fight them on it. I might if I wasn't doing anything wrong, and then I usually will be more uh, combative, I guess, or just I don't know if combative, not combative, but just I may or may not give them my ID unless they suspect me of a crime. I know my rights. It's important to know your rights everywhere you go. So as a traveler, your rights change from state to state, and so and it's the law. The law is always complicated. Um, you got federal law, state law, county laws, city ordinances. The laws, if you ever try to read them, are real vague and hard to understand, like therewith and thou'th and there within. And they're subject to many different interpretations. Each law, they're so vague, and so